Hello and welcome to the first episode of One Take Commentary. This is going to be the show where I make up commentary as it goes along, and I have no idea what's going to go or what's going to happen because I haven't watched this battle, so we'll just see what happens. Today we have Fresh Killer 23 in his AMX 5100 bottom tier on Tundra. That is not the best lineup for him, but we'll see what it is. The AMX 5100, as some of you may know, is a tier 8 French heavy tank, boasting a 6-round magazine with a pretty hefty reload, but pretty quick shot. Let's see, it looks about 2.7 seconds between rounds, not counting skills and everything else. So it looks like Fresh had to type for a little bit. It's finally getting into battle. He appears to be going over to the eastern side. Depending on what he does, he could either be taking some long-range shots, which would be one way to play this tank, or he could be about to put himself up in that middle of that medium tank fight over there. Or could potentially even go through the valley to try to flank around them. Let's see what he does. This tank is a fairly hefty target with some sloping on its frontal armor, but it does not have that thick of armor to really be able to take any damage. You mostly just have to use your health to try to survive between reloads. It is not something you want to be in a heavy firefight with. Now he's approaching this corner. He's got an FV4202P, a Bat Chat, a T54 lightweight. Looks like his team took out the T44 100. That'll be good for him. Seems putting in some damage into the FV4202. There's a Bat Chat, and there's a T54 E1 up the hill. That is not something he wants to go against. That is a tier 9 American auto-loading medium. Took a bit of a hit there from that medium. Now he's trying to side scrape on this rock, but with the poor armor of the AMX 5100, it's going to be questionable as to how effective that'll be. This friendly Bat Chat put some devastating fire into that medium. That guy's definitely going to back off after that. But will he expose himself? Nobody was able to capitalize on the shot. No one really has a good angle on that, except maybe the TDs in the back. But probably not. Meanwhile, his team is making good pushes across the map. Nobody really has all that much control one way or the other, although the enemy team definitely has the high ground. The T54 went down. Never mind. I don't know that they have anything up on top of the hill. Meanwhile, Fresh continues to sit there. His team is getting pushed back on the far western flank. There's an E100, a T32, and an E75. Pushing his T10, the T10 died. It's just a T54 guarding that flank now. Things are not looking good in the west. Fresh kills. Oh, that's a Jagdpanzer E100. That will kill him in one hit if he gets nailed. That is not. Well, it would be a high roll, but it could end his game right here. As what happened to the Mutts. Fresh realized what was going to happen, but it wasn't soon enough for the Mutts. And the Mutts is toast. Meanwhile, Fresh tries to hit the Jagdpanzer E100, hits him, does nothing. That's tier 8 versus tier 10 for you. In particular, that tank does have a lot of armor. Fresh is now thinking better about crossing in front of that gun. Or is he just cutting donuts for the fun of it? I honestly don't know. He's got to suffer through that fairly long reload without skills, crews, or other equipment. It's a 48-second reload. Hopefully his won't take quite as long, but his team is not in the best positions. They have broken through on the west and actually circled around behind the heavy push. But it's kind of a mixed bag. His team is also kind of surrounded. Oh, he takes a big hit from the friendly. That's always a danger when crossing in front of an ally. Looks like he's probably going to take a hit from that. No, the medium is not paying any attention. Alright, that was an easy kill. Maybe that guy disconnected? Or he was busy typing. Either way, it is an unfortunate demise for Taco Bell Man 1300. Now Fresh has moved up on top of this hill, which gives him a pretty good view across the map. Is he going to be able to take some opportunity shots? Yes, he'll probably be able to take out this T54 E1. There we go. You can't ask for a much easier kill than that. He's looking for shots on the Bat Chat. Not much one. It's down below the ridge line. That T30 just escapes him as well. Fresh is going to have to relocate. He's got 3 rounds left in his magazine. Let's see what happens. He's going to come around. He's got to be very careful where he pops out here. He'll be in the line of fire for that Jagdpanzer E100. Take some opportunity shots at the bat chat. The Indian Panzer's taking shots at him as well. Or Indian. Not entirely sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. But now he's on. Oh, the Jagdpanzer E100 took a shot. There's also a Type 62 over there spotting for the Jagdpanzer. That's good to know. Now notice there's no artillery on this match. If there was, Fresh would not be in a good spot right now. Although I believe his team would have already found and possibly killed them with that earlier push that we saw. Fresh is again suffering through this really long reload. But despite the long reload and all that comes with it, the AMX 5100 is able to put out a base amount of 1750 DPM damage per minute, which I'm not entirely sure where that lays out, but in bursts, the AMX 5100 can put out a lot of hurt very quickly. Oh, there's Type 62. Good thing he spotted him. He's going to get some easy shots on him. That guy's not paying attention. Now he realizes since Fresh bounced a shot and missed the second one. Third one bounced, it hit the upper hull. And the fourth one finds its home. He's got 2 more shots. That one hit and tracked. A good damage roll was able to kill it. Although he took a hit there from an enemy bat chat, who subsequently died, saving Fresh from a lot of pain. Fresh is loading up his APCR rounds to deal with this T-30 and the other heavy tanks that are on the other flank, as well as that Jagdpanzer 100. Not a bad move at this point, otherwise he would be in a lot of trouble. He would have a lot of trouble trying to pin these guys. But he's left reloading, and we've got to be wondering, what is that Jagdpanzer E100 going to do? If he were to push Fresh right now, Fresh would be in a bit of trouble. He's guaranteed one-shot kill for that Jagdpanzer. But then again, if Fresh is reloaded and able to get around the Jagdpanzer, not sure how it would play out. Depending on what kind of health that Jagdpanzer is, he may or may not be able to survive a clip. 6 rounds, 300 damage. It'd be close. Not sure what the base health on the Jagdpanzer E100 is. I'm still trying to unlock mine. Getting some good long-range shots into this T-32. Again, APCR has a lot of penetration. It does lose pin faster over distance, but it has so much more going into it than an AP round. You're never really going to notice that. Oh, that was an expensive waste of a shot. And now he's reloading another clip of APCR. Interestingly, the enemy has not even bothered looking for him. So I believe Fresh in a pretty good situation back here. He's able to just sit here at his leisure, reload, and take shots of opportunity. What is that Jagdpanzer 100 going to do? That would be driving me bonkers if I was in this situation. Looks like the Indian Panzer is trying to flank around to the far west. T-30, couldn't exactly tell what he was doing. I was busy looking at the Indian Panzer. Fresh is letting his team know about the... Oh, there it is! All the enemies have been accounted for. They have completely ignored Fresh's locator. Pretty much completely ignored Fresh over here and let him have the game he wants to have. So let's see, he's going after the Jagdpanzer 100. That is a good call. Although he could remove the Indian Panzer. Now, that shot's gone. And then some more unfortunate bounces. Is this T-30 going to give him a shot? Doubtful. Jagdpanzer baited a shot out of Fresh, who gleefully took it, but didn't hit his target. The Indian Panzer backed up a little bit too far, and that's going to cost him his life. No, the Bat Chat took it. Fresh bounced his last shot on him. Now Fresh is loading his AP shells, as he only has a single APCR round left, and he would have to sit through, I think, the whole reload unless they eventually fix that. But this is a good move. Jagdpanzer takes out the Tiger II. And now it is Fresh, the Grill 15, and a Bat Chat versus a Jaegeru. It's easy to see how this is going to play out. So the Grill is engaging. All that Jagdpanzer 100 has to do is load a HE shell and the Grill is toast. HE shell and the Bat Chat is toast. Don't know if he'll have them. He should have some. Fresh is looking for a shot. Not going to have it. The Bat Chat is done. The Grill's going in, looking for a kill. And that's game. Well played to Fresh and the rest of his team. Fresh didn't have to do a whole lot. He got up on this hill and the enemy team completely ignored him. Ignoring a French autoloading tank is the best thing that could possibly happen to them and the worst thing you could possibly do. It allowed Fresh to sit up here with the great lines of sight that this position affords, just wreak havoc on the enemy team. And looking at the post-game stats, you can see Fresh got his mastery badge on his AMX 5100. Well done to him. I don't know if he's got one before, but he got it today. And looking at the damage totals, you can see he came in second on his team for damage, which isn't bad for a bottom tier tank. But he would have done better if he hadn't bounced 7 of his shells, quite a few of those premium, leading to quite a credit deficit. But anyway, that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, give me a comment, whatever. I appreciate the feedback. Have a good day.